consider that he's getting pretty good looks. His looks, it doesn't seem to leave room to change anything.
No, it could be fine. I think he'll get himself going. I don't think it's that. If I'm not mistaken, last year too, we could say it was this or that. Probably just let James and different guys just takes a while to get into the rhythm and flow, and he'll get there.
You said Eric is good for tomorrow, is that what you said?
He is good for
Is
tomorrow.
he limited in any way?
Not that I know. I have not heard that, and I don't know that yet. We'll see.
What are the kind of factors you consider? Is it all matchup, or is it totally about your team?
It's just our team. I don't like to match up on other team. I think, in my mind, we're the best in the league, so people should match up to us. We're going to play the best we can play, and people will match up to us, so be it. But so either Eric will start or the house will start. We'll figure it out, but figure out what's best for the team.
Is that something you want to have kind of set in stone for the season, or is that something that can rotate?
It will be set in stone, but it's a little early right now. But it will. Yeah, I would like to get there. Everybody should know their role.
What's the key to that decision? Where you go one or the other?
Just got to go up on the mountain and see what the deal is. I don't know what the key is. I tell you, just, I have what I think, and then you try to look at what does that impact, and if it feels like it, then we'll do it.
When you made that change, the idea was to get him going.
Get him going, yeah.
How unusual is that for you to make a lineup change based on getting a player a different feel or whatever?
We did it last year, did it this year, so it worked last year. I don't know, man. It might be just been. Sometimes you make decisions that work out. It's just coincidence. It doesn't mean the decision's good. It just worked out.
Right.
And so I'm not thinking I got it figured out last year. No. And sometimes you make decisions that doesn't work out, but you just try to do the best you can do and try to react to new information that you have and talk to the players and make sure they're comfortable with whatever, and then just go with your gut. And again, probably making too big of a deal anyway. So other things that contribute to winning and losing and people getting off and all that. So.
Michael, there's been talk for years about load management. In some ways, it's not anything new, but there's also been a lot of talk lately with Kawhi and the league getting involved. You guys have dealt with it a little with Russell and even Chris Paul. How do you feel as a coach and somebody who goes way back in this league about the whole idea of load management?
Well, I don't like the term because I think it's just it's a universal term that people can use. Now, there are certain players that you have to manage, and manage by maybe they can't play back-to-backs. Age could be a factor. It could be injuries could be a factor. It could be time of the year. It could be 9 games in 12 days a factor. Every coach has got to make that determination. Well, every training staff has to make that determination. But just to say that we're doing load management, I think people just take the wrong concept. And certain guys, they have to have it. They just can't go. But I'm for, one thing I really appreciate about James, he won't even take off practice. And so I think it's an undervalued, and P.J. Tucker hasn't missed a game since 2012. And he's playing as hard. So it's individually based. I appreciate the guys that want to play. Antetokounmpo just came out and said, "I just want to play." I love guys like that, and I think that's great for the league. But I do also understand that some people have to.
Is there a slippery slope though, to where you have star and they've had issues with nationally televised back-to-backs and all these things, but on some level. The best players are sitting out so early in the season because they're trying to preserve themselves for the playoffs, and that's never really happened before.
That's where it gets to be tough. And it's a tough answer, and like I said, it's hard for me to comment on another team, what they want to do. I know that our guys will play and want to play, and but I'm also, it can come down where we have to sit a guy. It just, the circumstances just makes it that way. We tried to avoid that, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And you just got to make the best decision you can make with the right intentions. The right intentions give the people a great product, play as many games as you can, be competitive, because it's also fair to other teams that you're competitive because you're fighting a spot for them. So you just have to be careful. And you're right, here is a slippery slope.
Have you felt, and not referencing a specific situation, but there can be teams or players where it can help them in May. You guys have granted some situations, even the Warriors, and not saying anything bad about them, but maybe guys aren't playing in November, but they're have a little more spring in their step in May or June.
Yeah, I would say in theory. I just don't know if it's ever been proven.
Right.
That's the case. I don't know if me setting out a game or a player setting out a game in November helps him in March, depending on what he did in February, probably. You know, I don't know. But they do. That seems to be the prevailing wisdom right now. So again, I just think it comes down to individual trainers and doctors and players and trying to make the best decision you make.
Has that been a consideration with Jason ever? You know, kind of having him on a rest
Always
schedule?
been a consideration. He's never considered it, which is probably more important. He'll nod his head and listen. He's not happy.
Last
Thanks a
game,
lot, Mike.